name.
Invoking a function or function without a name is called anonymous function.
Function without name.
Function without name is called anonymous function. What is callback function?
A function passing an argument is called callback function.
The function which is passed as an argument. That function itself is passed as an argument. That is called callback function. What is higher order function?
A function receiving a callback function is called higher order function.
Very good. What is function expression?
Assigning the function to a variable.
Very good. Assigning function to a variable is called function expression. What is function declaration or function statement?
So like declaring the function name, then braces.
Yeah, this is known as, what is named function expression? What is a named function expression?
A function with the name is declare a name is called name.
Assigning a function which has a name.
Assigning a function to a variable which has a name is called named function expression. Okay. Now tell me, if I do console.log of, okay, sorry, let b equal to a, then if I do console.log of b, what will be printed?
Anusha will be printed.
Anusha will be printed. Very good. Why? Because we are returning this thing. What is the return type of this function?
String.
String.
So generally, to tell you, when we will use curly braces, when we have many number of statements, then we will use curly braces to indicate that this is a block of code. Okay. Suppose now how many lines of code is there in this function? Single line of code is there in the function. So instead of writing something like this, what you can do, you can just do something like this. This is a shortcut. Okay. Even if it doesn't contain the return keyword, this A, okay, it will return Anusha. This is just a syntax which you need to remember. Understood? This is equivalent to a function which is having an arrow and braces and returning one line of code. Any doubts, anyone? Any doubts? This is useful in case of arrow functions. Any doubts, or shall I explain it again?
So Anusha, even without like return, it will return Anusha, right?
Yes, that is what I'm trying to tell. Suppose if you are having only a single line in the block, okay, instead of giving curly braces and giving the return keyword and returning some value, what you can have this simple syntax, okay, with arrow function, just you can return directly the value, whatever you want. So it will return Anusha directly. Okay. Any doubt?
Okay. No.
And today we will learn about math absolute. Okay, we have one library called math in JavaScript, which is used to provide many functions. In that, today we will be learning absolute. Okay, suppose I have one value, let a equal to -1. Okay, if I want to make it a positive number, it's a negative number, right?
Yes.
If I want to make it positive, in math library, we have one function called absolute. Okay. Math dot absolute of -1. What it will do, it will convert the negative element to the positive element. Negative number to positive number. Okay. Did you understand? Now
Yes,
what?
ma'am.
Now what
Yes,
will be
Anush.
printed?
1.
Now what will be printed?
2 will be
Uh,
printed.
2.
2 will be printed. Now what will be printed?
5.
5 will be
5.
Now I remove the negative marking, okay? And what will be printed now?
5.
5. It is only used for converting a positive number to negative number. If you are passing a positive number, the output will be always positive, okay? Now I have one coding question, okay, related to this. Now what I'm doing, I'm having one array, okay? For example, let b equal to 1 comma minus 2 comma 3 comma minus 4 comma minus 5, okay? I want its output to be minus 2 comma minus 3 comma minus 5. Now how can we do it? Are you understanding what is the difference between input and output? What is the difference between the input and the output?
Uh, so Anusha, 1 is not there. 1.
Okay.
3 is minus 3. And minus 5 is as it
Sorry,
is. And
sorry,
also
sorry.
minus 4 is not there.
Sorry. Now tell me, what is the difference? Sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah. So basically,
So
in the
1
output,
and 3 is not there.
yeah, proceed.
No, like 1 and 3 are not there. That's it.
So basically, what we are doing, we are just taking the negative numbers from this array. Am I correct?
Yes, Anusha.
Yes.
So what function we need to use? The output is an array, okay? Do we need to loop over this array or not? Teja, you are very good at that time explaining all the answers.
We have to do looping, ma'am.
Looping, okay. What looping operator function we should use here?
Filter.
Filter, very good. Okay. Now, if you want to filter, you need to give some condition. Am I correct?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Anusha.
What is that condition will be? Anyone want to try?
Less than 1.
Very good. It will be one condition. But using math absolute, I wanted to know.
Oh, okay,
Using
Anusha.
math dot absolute, okay. You can just fill it out. Anyone wants to try? No one? Okay. Now what I'm trying to tell you. Okay. Now tell me how to apply a filter. How to apply a filter function on this array? Yeah, Kavya.
B dot filter
B dot filter. Okay. And then
process dot element
Process and we have to apply element.
okay. And we need to basically give arrow function. Am I correct?
Yes.
Now, what I'm trying to do, we need to give one condition so that it will filter out that particular elements to us. Am I correct? So
Yes,
here,
ma'am.
if element not equal to, okay, math dot absolute of element then we need to return that element. Now I will explain you how. Okay. Let me just do a console.log of res. Okay. And you can see the output -2, 4, 5. Okay. Now tell me, what will be in the first iteration? What will be the value of element?
1.
1.
1.
Now we will be checking the condition. 1 not equal to. What is the absolute value of 1?
1.
1. Does it pass the condition?
No.
No. So it will not be returned. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Suppose,
Yes,
what is the second element passed?
-2.
-2.
Okay. Now we are checking -2 not equal to. What is the absolute value of -2?
2.
2. So if the absolute value not equal to the element, which
Yeah.
means that then we are returning this element. Any doubt?
No, Anusha.
What is the next element?
3.
3. Okay. 3 not equal to. What is the absolute value of 3?
3.
3. Is it true or false?
False.
Right? And this piece of code will not execute and it will not run. Likewise, we will be doing for -4 and -5. Any doubts, Jansi? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Understood, Anusha.
Okay. Suppose I want its output to be 1, 3. Now what should I do?
So we can apply equal to in place of not equal to.
Very good, Vishal. Okay, what we are doing, we are taking the element, and if its absolute value is also equal to that element, then we will be returning that. Okay. Any doubts, anyone, or shall I explain it again for 1, 3 output?
No doubt, ma'am.
Okay, very good. You people are understanding now. I'm feeling happy. Okay. Now I have one number. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And I want to reverse it like this. Okay. I want its output to be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How can I do this? You understood my question, right? I want output to be like this. What is the difference between the input and output?
Is reverse.
Reversed number. Okay. Now tell me what we should do. If we want to reverse a number, what we should do? If we want to reverse a number, what we should do? Sharili,
Wait.
did I tell about reverse function to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Where we can apply the reverse function, to which type of data type we can apply reverse?
Strings.
No. To which data type we can apply the reverse function?
Numbers.
No. It's non-primitive data type. You can apply reverse function to non-primitive data type. What is it? Which data types come under non-primitive data types?
Arrays and objects.
Arrays and objects. You can apply reverse function to an array. Okay. Now what you got, this is a number. And if you want to
Yes.
reverse this number, you need to apply this reverse function. In order to apply reverse function, it should be an array, which means that this number has to be converted to an array. How can you do that? How can you do that?
Split.
Split function. On which data type you will be applying the split function?
String to an array.
String.
To an array. But what is the data type here?
Number.
Number.
Now what we should do, we need to convert this number to string. Am I correct?
Yes.
How can we do that? How to convert a number to a string? Did I tell it or not? ToString method we will use, right? ToString is the method which is used to convert anything to a string. Okay. Now what we will do? We will take let result. Okay. Now tell me how to convert, how to apply this ToString function. Just unmute yourself, everyone. Yeah, now tell. I said ToString is the method which is used to convert, okay, number to a string. How can you apply? Using dot, right? On which variable you are applying this method?
Variable B.
Variable B. B dot
B dot.
ToString. Okay.
Yes.
I will show you console log in every steps. Okay. If you just print console.log of press, okay, it will print you the string format of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, what you need to do in order to apply the reverse function will be applied on arrays. Now, this string you need to convert to an array. How can you do that?
Split.
Split on what basis? Split on what basis? What should I give in this basis?
Split B.
Why D? If we want to split elements, all the elements individually, we will give empty quotations, right? You forgot, huh? If you want to split it based on 2, then what will you write here? What will you write if you want to split this based on number 2? You'll just give
A
2,
of
right?
0.
You will get just
Yeah, we have to give 2.
here, right? If you
2.
want to split it on based on 3, you'll give 3.
We have to give 3.
3.
Now we need to get all the elements separately, which means that you will split based on empty string. Am I correct? Now you see
Yes, Anuj.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now what we need to do? In order to reverse this array, what function we need to use?
REV function.
Reverse function we should use. Directly reverse. Okay. Reverse function, what will happen? It will just reverse this array. Now you can see, right?
Array.
4, 3, 2, 1. Now, how the output is like? It's a string. It's not an array. How to convert an array to string? How to convert an array to string?
To string.
No. Convert an array to string. Join function, right?
Yes, Anuj.
Yeah, we have to join.
Join on what basis? Splitting on what basis you have done?
Nothing like
Yeah,
we did not
empty
mention.
string.
Then join
Empty.
on what basis? Empty. Okay, now what
Empty.
we get? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now, what I want in the console, okay, if reversed number equal to the B, suppose if the result is equal to B, then I want to print it like reversed number and number are equal. Okay. Otherwise, I want to print both are not equal. How can I do this? So instead of printing a reverse number, I want to print either of these statements.
Can we use switch here?
These are two simple statements. For two simple statements, you will be using switch or if.
We can use if as well.
If switch is used when you have multiples. Okay, when you
Yeah,
have multiple conditions. Here, how many conditions you are checking? You are checking only one condition, right?
one condition. Yeah,
So this what will be used?
Triple
if
If will be used. Okay. Now what we will write the condition? So reversed
we
number
can
and yeah.
we can write like triple equal to be accurate.
Okay. But what is that condition? Triple equal to for what?
Reverse
For
number
the
are equal.
If the rest triple equal to B, okay,
yeah,
then we will write console.log of this statement. Am I correct?
Yes.
Now, how will we get this condition? Where to write it? If this condition is not satisfied,
else
else. If you want to execute some more piece of code, what you will do? You will write else block. Okay. And you will just simply give this.
both are not equal.
Any doubts, anyone?
No, ma'am.
Yancy, Kavya, Dinesh.
No, ma'am.
No doubt.
Okay. So we have one beautiful website called Geeks for Geeks, okay, where you can practice actually a many coding problems like this. From tomorrow, I'll give you daily one simple question, just solve it and come back. Is it fine? This
Yes,
way,
Anushka.
Yes, ma'am.
your coding skills will improve. Okay. Just simple task I will give. Okay. Next. So I have one array, okay, and it has 1, 2, 3, okay. I want output to be a single value, okay, and which will be the sum of the elements. That means 1 plus 2 plus 3, which is 6. How can I do this? Just doing sum of the elements in an array. So what we need to do? What we need to do in this case? Do we need to iterate over the array or not?
No, it is not used to array. It is converting to number.
Number, do we need to iterate over each element of the array or not? So in order to do sum, do you need to go to each value and do addition, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So do you need iterating or not? Iterating over the array or not? Do you need to loop over the array or not? Do we need to loop over the array or not? Tell something, na, yes or no?
I think yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. Why others were silent? in order to access, suppose if you want to do a sum of the elements in an array, you need to access each element in the array, right? For doing the sum.
Yes, Anusha.
Yes.
For that, do you need to loop over this array or not?
Yes, I think.
Yes. So which looping operator you will be using here? For each, map, filter, which one you will use?
Map.
Map. So if you are telling map, what is the use case of a map? Map is used for returning an array or a single value.
Map is returning an array.
Array. Okay, then is it flexible to use the map here? Is it good practice to use the map here?
No, no.
So
Then which we should use? For each map or filter, which one we should
for
use?
for each,
For each we should use. Okay. Now tell me how to give the sum of the array. So what you need to do, you need to create one variable outside. Okay. And you can initially assign its value to be 0. Okay. Am I correct? Now what you need to do, you need to loop through each element, and that element you need to add its sum. Okay. First you need to first you need to take one element and you will add 0 plus 1, which will be 1, and that 1 will be assigned to the sum. Then what you will do, this 1 you will take and you will add it to 2, which will be 3. That 3 will be assigned to the sum. Okay. Then what you will do, this 3 will be there, and the next element, what is the next element? That will be 3. This summation you will do. Okay. And you can return this sum, which is the output. Okay. I'll tell you how to loop over this array. Okay. Initially declare one variable, let sum equal to 0. Okay. Now what you need to do, we need to go through each element. Okay. For that, if you use map, it will return some array. If you use filter, it will return some array. So in this case, the best use case is used to for each. Okay. In this for each, what you will do, you will take one element. Okay. And what you will do, you will give like sum equal to sum plus element. Okay. Now tell me what will happen in the first iteration. Can some people explain what piece of code I have written? 1. Okay. Then what will happen? Explain me this logic. What is happening here? Vishal, can you try?
yes, Anusha.
Yeah.
So as we have like for each element we have already defined like then in the sum we will come to sum after that,
Okay.
and as sum is 0 which is already defined previously, and element is 1.
Okay.
So what? So 1 is going to be output for this.
So 0 plus 1 will be added, and that
Yeah.
value will be again to assign to sum. Am I correct?
Sum. Yes,
Yeah.
Anusha.
And the sum
And
value.
it will,
Yeah. Yeah, Vishal.
and I think it is going to run again. Then the for each element is again going to run, and 2 is going to come there.
Okay.
And like the value for 1 plus 2 is going to be assigned for sum. So it is going to run till 3, I believe. I'm just trying. So
Yeah. Your guess is good. Okay. Now what will be the next element?
so the next element is going to be 3, as sum is 3, and then like element is 3 now. So it
Okay.
is 3 plus 3, which is the complete value, and then it is going to stop because all the elements are now out of the array.
Correct. And what is the sum's current value?
It is
6.
6
6.
now.
Any doubt, anyone, or shall I explain it once more?
No
Janu,
doubt, ma'am.
Kavya,
No, ma'am.
understanding, right? Dinesh,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Now tell me, I want output to be, if I do multiplication, 1 star 2, 2, 2 star 3, 6. Okay, I want to do some multiplication. Let me just go till 4. Okay. Then 1 star 2, 2 3s are 6, 6 4s are 24. I want its output to be printed to 24, which means that we are doing the multiplication of the numbers. Now what we should do?
Sum is equal to sum into element.
Okay. Does this give you the 24 value?
I don't think, Anusha.
What will be the output here?
So the first output will be 0. So
Okay.
Yes.
What will be the final output?
To multiply anything 0.
0 will go 0 into 0.
0 will be printed. Now how to rectify this? So I want its output to be 24. Now how we need to correct something in this code to print 24. Okay. It's just a one change. One
Let
small.
sum equal to 1.
Very good.
No.
Let sum equal to 1 you will do. Okay. And you will do what initially the sum value is 1. 1 into 1, 1 will be assigned to sum. Then 1 into 2, 2 will be assigned to sum. Then 2 into 3, 6 will be assigned to sum. 6 into 4, 24 will be assigned.
24.
Any doubts, anyone?
No.
No,
No,
Anusha.
no, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, I think you people are good now. You are able to understanding the programming, right? If you are able to understand step by step, then you will be able to rock. Okay. Okay. We have one string. Okay. And let str equal to some big fat bubble is the string name. Okay. Now I want it output to be 4. Okay. Why I am telling it 4? Like I want in this string the characters, the number of characters of B were 4. Okay. That's why I'm returning the output 4. Okay. How can I do this? You understood, right? I have taken this string and in this string we have B. If B is there, I will just increment it and that count I will give it as an output. How can you do that? Tell me, if we want to access to the each element of a string, what we can do? We need to convert it to an array or not?
Array. Yes.
How to convert a string to array?
Split.
Split. After splitting, we'll get it as an array. In that, what you need to do? Do you need to apply any looping operators or not? You need to go to the each element in this string and you need to check if it is B. Then if it is B, you will be doing some incrementing the count, okay? And that final count, you will return it as an output. Now tell me, do you need any looping operator or not?
Yes, ma'am.
What
Yes,
is
Anusha, I think.
looping operator you will use here? Which is the best one? You can of course use map, filter or anything, but which is the best one? For each map, filter. So first think of it, okay? How you need to think is, yeah. Someone is telling something. So first, how you need, Yeah, tell. I'm waiting to tell. Someone is telling something.
Filter is used to filter the B.
Okay. But does it filter will give you the B or it will give you the output 4? Filter just returns the element which is satisfied this condition. Okay. Suppose if B is satisfying the condition, it will return just B, not the 4. Am I correct? Here 4 refers to the number of elements in the B.
For each.
For each is the best use case. Okay. Now what is the condition here? In the for each, we need to give some conditions, right? What is the condition? It just
You need to find element to be B.
yeah, if element equal to B,
Equal to
that's
B.
Okay.
then if element equal to B, what you will do?
We can like print a number 1, and
Okay.
I think we need to define a variable. We can define sum,
Okay.
and like incrementally we can do that. Like,
Very,
and if it is like
very good. Okay. What you can do, you can just create one number outside. And what is the initial value you need to give here?
we can initially keep it as 0.
0. Okay, since you are doing only counting, initial count will be 0. Then what you need to do, you need to convert the string to an array. Which function will be used? Split function. Using this single empty quotation, you will get each element in the string. Am I correct? Then what you need to do, you need to loop through this each element. Add, you will get the element. And what you will do, if element, okay, is triple equal to B or double equal to B, then what you will do?
Double equal.
Anything is fine. Okay. If the element is triple equal to B, then what you will do?
So we can print 1 here. Right?
No. You need to increment this count. Am I correct?
Yeah. Count plus plus. We can give
Yeah.
the
You
condition.
can do something called count plus plus, which is equivalent to count equal to count plus 1. Okay.
Plus
This
1.
statement is equal to count plus plus. Then whenever in this array we get B element, the count will be incremented and we can do just console.log of count.
Yes, Anuj.
Any doubts till now? Anyone? Did you understand? Suppose I want to find how many A's are there in this string. Now what should I do? So A, it is only 1. Am I correct? Now what should I do?
In place of element equal to B, we can put A.
Very good. If element instead of element equal to B, we can do element equal to A, which will give how many times the A has been there in this string. Any doubts, anyone? Kavya, Teja, Dinesh, Jansi?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No doubts.
Okay. You need to practice, okay? Otherwise, it will be difficult for you people. Okay, just practice every day. You will learn a lot. Okay. Now, I am going to explain what are template literals in JavaScript. Okay. Template literals. Okay. I have one string and its string is Delhi. Okay. And I have one more string, str2, and it's equal to I am in. Suppose I want one final string str3, which whose output should be like I am in Delhi. Then what should I do?
Concatenation.
What? What should I do?
String one plus
That
one plus.
str is t equal to str2 plus str.
Yeah, we need to do concatenation, string concatenation. str2 plus
str.
str. Okay. Suppose if the str2 itself, if I want to print, what you need to do? You need to give just like this. Am I correct? Am I correct? If I want to
Yes.
print it in the str2 itself directly, okay, what I will do, I will just do this value plus str. Okay. And if I just print it, I am in Delhi. Okay. Now, if I remove this space, okay, and if I want some space in between, is then in and Delhi, what you need to do? Again, I need to add some quotation and I need to give some plus thing. It will like I am in, then some space, then in Delhi. Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Suppose if you don't want such particular like this syntax, instead you need a simple syntax which you can do directly. Those syntax are called literal template literals. Okay. You will use something called backticks here. Okay. And whatever string you want to give, you can just directly type here. Okay. I am Anusha and I am in. Suppose if you want to use this variable, you will give just $1 and you will specify one curly brace and you will use the name of the string directly here. Okay. And if you want to give again any string and it is metropolitan city, something like that. Okay. Now if you see I am Anusha, I am in Delhi. So this way of using backticks and this dollar and this braces is known as template literal syntax in JavaScript. And it has been introduced, this syntax, from 2016. Okay. From 2016, whatever new way of writing code is known as ECMAScript. Okay. ES6 they used to say. Any doubt? So, right? Suppose if you take a Java 1 point version will be something older and Java 12.0 will be something latest. Okay. Like this for JavaScript, we have some code from 2016 and below 2016. Okay. Above 2016, it is termed as ECMAS ES6. Okay. ES6. Okay. Any doubts, anyone?
No.
No, Anush.
This is the template literal syntax. Suppose if I want to use this variable in this string, what should I do? This variable, if I want to use in string 2, what should I do?
I'm
Just give
Anusha,
dollar
I'm in.
Yeah, instead of str,
Replace str with Anu.
We have to give Anu.
what you can do, you can just give $1 here and some curly brace. Okay. And likewise, you can have any number of variables, not alone restricted to a single variable. Okay. You can have any variables, any number. And you can again contain one more dollar, one more. And you can just give str. Any doubts, anyone?
No, ma'am.
This is template literal syntax. Okay. And
So, Anusha, it is used for mainly concatenating.
yes, concatenate. Yes. And so we have one concept called destructuring. Okay. They used to say they used to ask in interviews what is object destructuring. Okay. Suppose you have one object. Okay. And in this you have name Anusha. Okay. And then place Guntur and age 24. Suppose if you want, we have three variables. Okay. Let name, let place, let age. Suppose if you want to assign the variable, okay, for the name, if you want to assign the object dot name, how can you do that? Object name, if you want to assign it to the variable name, how can you do that?
Object dot name.
Object dot name you will do. Okay. Suppose if you want to assign place to this variable, object place to this variable place, what you will do?
Object dot
Object
dot
dot
place.
place.
Object dot place. Similarly for age, what you will do?
Object dot age.
Object dot age. So in order to explicitly doing like this, we have one syntax called object destructuring. Okay, what it will do, you can just have one syntax, maybe const or like whatever you want, and you can have flower braces. Okay, in this you can declare how many number of variables you want. You can declare, for example, name, comma, place, okay, comma, age. You can declare. What it will do, you can just assign the object directly here. What it will think, in this object we have these three variables, name, age and place, and they are exact same names, right? Name, place and age, whatever you have. So they will be directly assigned to the values here. And if you just do console.log of name, it will print the direct name. Anusha. Okay. Suppose if it is console.log of place, it will directly print the place value. Okay. And if you do console.log of age, it will print directly the age value. Suppose if you just use some other random variable, suppose age, what does this age will print? It will print undefined. Why?
Yeah,
The variable name
because
here
it
and
is
the
not
variable
different.
name here didn't match.
Different.
Okay. Suppose if you want to create same variable's name, then only you will use this object. Suppose if you want to explicitly assign value for age, what you need to do? You need to create one variable age, and what you will do? You will give object dot name, object dot age. Am I correct?
Yes.
Understood what is restructuring? If if you want to have like get the values from an object directly, you can just use this syntax flower braces. In this you can declare whatever variables you want, and those variables will be directly assigned to the value here. Okay, suppose you have one more column city. Okay, and in this city if you just specify AP. Okay, and if you directly have city here. Okay, and even if you do city, since city is there, what will be printed now?
AP.
AP will be printed. Any doubts, anyone? It doesn't care about how many elements we want in this object, but what exact variables we are declaring and how we are assigning. That is the only thing. Any doubts, anyone?
No.
No, ma'am.
So this concept is known as object destructuring in JavaScript. Okay. Now let us just recap. Okay. You understood, right, how to do some of the elements in an array, which looping function is used here,
For each.
For each.
and
Each element.
and Now what will be printed if I do console.log of B?
Anusha.
Anusha.
Anusha. Printed. What is the data type of this return type? What is the return type here?
String.
String.
String is the return type. Okay. And template. Which function is used to convert a negative number to a positive number?
Math absolute.
Math absolute. Okay. And just practice these coding questions, whatever I have told here. Okay. And some of the elements you understood. Iterate over the
String.
instrument. Yeah, you will get these things only while practicing. Okay. So just do
Okay.
practice. What is the difference between double equal to and triple equal to?
Double equal to is to compare.
Compare.
Compare numbers, and triple equal to is compare data types also. Numbers and
Double
data
equal
types.
to is used for checking only the values, whereas triple equal to is used for checking the values as well as the data types. Okay.
Data types.
Let me tell you the small concept. Shall I tell it today or tomorrow? Shall I tell it now or tomorrow? Shall I tell a simple concept now or shall I explain tomorrow? Are you people ready to take it or it is overloaded? Just say yes or no, na?
Continue topic tomorrow.
Huh? Tomorrow? Ah?
Yeah, we can go for it tomorrow, Anusha.
Okay. I'm thinking what to recap. Actually, everything we have done coding, right?
Yes,
Which function is used for removing the spaces at starting and ending of the string?
trim.
Suppose if you want to reverse a number, what are all the steps? Just imagine and tell me. If you want to reverse a number, what are all the steps?
First,
When
we have
array
to
and
convert the string.
First, you need to convert. First, you need to think
it to
we are using reverse function, correct? Where we should apply reverse function? We can apply only to an array, okay? And if you want to get an array out of a number, then what you need to do? We can get split function. Using split function, we can only get array. Split function to which data types we can use? Only on the string data types. Am I correct? Now, how to convert a number to the string? How to convert to string method? Then you will use split function. In this split function, you will use the reverse function again. Then you will join the numbers. Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Practice this question and yeah, I get. What is spread operator?
Spreading the memory.
Spread using 3 dots, spreading the values or elements of an array is used for that purpose. Correct? And just remember this shallow copy and deep copy. It's an important interview concepts, and you need to know. You will be daily working on them. Okay. And just know what is arrow function, what is normal function, and if we are, what is the return type and what will be returned from that particular functions. Okay. And this split and join, and these arrays are stored by reference. Am I correct? These important concepts. And what are the differences between the var, let, and const? This is again a famous interview question. And what are the types of data types? These are important questions. Okay. And what is string concatenation? We just did before, right? Adding of strings is known as string concatenation. And what is implicit conversion and explicit conversion. Okay, just learn these concepts and practice them. Meanwhile, let me see in Geeks for Geeks coding questions. So you will be having the questions like this. Okay, from tomorrow onwards, I'll start giving you. And what you can do, you can just go to this code and you can see the question here. If you see, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They were telling they were reversing in the group. This is one group and this 4, 5 is one group. They just reversed 3 to 1 and 4, 5. Okay, just opposite to it. What you can do if you want to solve this problem, you can just log in. Okay, and let me just log in. Okay, you'll have a questions like this, and you can select the language here. For example, for you, you are learning JavaScript, right? You can just take it JavaScript here. It's integrated with Node. Okay, you can just see they have this function which is returning our answer. Okay, whatever code you need to write, you just need to code here. And finally, when you are done, you can just compile and you can check your output here. Okay, and suppose if you are not getting this question and if you want to check someone else code and practice it, you can do it. Submissions, you can go to the submissions here and you can go to the all submissions here. Okay, and you will see how many people have attended this code, in what language they have attended. You can see C++, Java, everything like that, right? You can just choose JavaScript. Okay, and you can see this person's answer is correct. So you can just go to this problem code. Okay, and you can view that code. Okay, then there will be some pieces of code given, right? You can debug actually what's happening in this code line by line. In this way, you will learn a lot. Okay, did you understand what I am trying to tell you? How to basically practice any coding questions. If you are able to understand what is actually happening, then it's great that you are learning the actual JavaScript. Are you people there?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Anusha.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So from tomorrow onwards, I will just try to give one simple small questions for you so that you can just practice and, get used to this coding and all. But this much of coding and all will not be there in the real time. That is for sure. A little bit will be there, but that little bit basics you will get while doing a questions like this. You see, anagrams. Okay, from tomorrow I'll start giving. Okay, let me just some small questions and give it to you.
Yeah, sure, Anusha.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye bye.